is ridiculous. Good. All right. Oh. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let's get into it. So I popped on here a little bit early, so I'm trying to decide if I should just do my makeup first. That way when I show you guys, it'll be an end result and I'll be over it and done with it. I think I may do that since I did pop on early, and we'll go from there. I'll show you guys how I do the jumbo twist. This is from the twist out that I did before I left, and you guys were like, oh, don't do a wash and go, can you restyle it? So I restyled it. So I'm at a hotel, this is not my bathroom. So the lighting is not the best, so hopefully you guys will work with me. I will take this off and I will show you how I do my style. Although I want it to be done when I'm done, so since I am a little bit early, I am going to put my makeup on, which is going to be a makeup no makeup look, which is going to be super simple because I already moisturized my face. So today is Friday. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining me. If you are here because you want to see this jumbo twist that I am going to do. I'm going to get it done. You guys should really see how I have this set up. This is ridiculous. So the it's going to be Danessa Merrick, the Yummy Skin. Like I said, I'm gonna throw this on my face right quick, so when I'm done, I'm done. I'm the type of person I don't like to touch my face after I do my hair. It's weird. Sometimes I do it for content, but here recently I've seen the change in my skin, so I'm going back to not touching my hair. I mean, not touching my hair before my face. So I'm gonna throw this on. I traveled back home today, so I'm happy about that. Just went out of town for training. So I take a little of my SPF Color Correct by IT Cosmetics. And it's gonna look a little light because I didn't mix it with the foundation, but I am gonna mix the foundation in there afterwards. So stand by. I know it look crazy. So I just put it on just like I would my sunscreen. Listen, I could not stay on that Versus last night. They were taking too long. Good morning. They were taking too long. Like, seriously. And then, like, whose idea was it to invite Ray J? Like, I was lost. And I was like, well, maybe they're doing like, you know, boy groups or male groups, not boy, male groups. And I'm like, okay, that would make sense. But Ray J was not from a male group. So that's where I was lost. But I was found when I hung up. I was like, I'm done. Because when they got rid of the comments kept me on, because like when they were talking, they were basically, this is Shape Tape by Tarte. That's my foundation, and it's in mahogany. So it's that dark. So you see the difference between the light Color Correct that I put on, and now this is my foundation. The comments had me rolling. Like Wendy's was in there, like the restaurant Wendy's and the Cheesecake Factory, and everybody was wilding like they were making comments. So that was like super funny. Yeah, Spice Adams and who else? Tony Baker. They had me cracking up. That's what kept me on. And then they took away the comments. You could only see one comment at a time. I was like, I'm out. And like even the crowd was hyped when it first started. And then like the DJ like kind of took over. Yeah, the comment section was lit, but when they got rid of the comment section, it was all over. I'm like, you know how like they be on Shark Tank, and because of that reason, I'm out. That's how it was. I was like, y'all got rid of the comment section, I'm out. The foundation was called hold on, I'll get it for you in a second. This is Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in Deep Honey, which ain't much of it. That was Mahogany. That was Double Duty Beauty by Tarte as well. So, and like I said, once I get done doing this on my face, I'm going straight to the hair. I just wanted to get this out the way. And I was like, now Versus is offering premium. Now everybody is offering like premium, so like you can get like the good version, but I feel like when they started, that's when they wanted everybody to switch over. So as soon as they put that in the chat, like everybody was like, oh no, now it's about to start messing up. So I don't know. So those are the three things that I put on my face. Makeup, no makeup look. The reason why I use my hands, because it's just better. It warms up the product. It makes it look more natural. Now, I do have, like, I still have, like, my spots are there. They're just not as prevalent. And here's what it is. So, I'm going to wash this off my hands. Put a little eyeshadow on, and then get into this hair. So how many of you guys have done jumbo flat twist before? I know before when I asked about flat twist, a lot of people said that they weren't good at flat twist and everything like that. So I'm going to show you something that you could do on your own. It'll be quick and easy. I had to get all that makeup off my hands. That's the only downfall of that, is everything on your hands, and you have to take everything off your hands. Alright. Good morning. I won't be before you long. I know everybody was like, washing ain't started yet. Give me a second. I came on here kind of early. Y'all know I'm normally like 5 minutes after the start time, but today I came on here early. Came on here early. I feel good about that too. I've never done jumbo. I've never tried it either. Oh God, I just poked myself in the eye. So one thing about me doing jumbo twists is like, okay, you guys saw in my stories that my hair started to get fluffy with the humidity and everything, and I had pinned it up, right? So when I did that, I was just like, okay, I'm over this style, because I have a preference. It's nothing wrong with my hair, but I have a preference. Hey Millie. So my preference is for my hair to look a certain way, and because it wasn't hitting the way I wanted to be hitting, I decided that I would flat twist it. So I originally used foam on my hair when I did the flat twist and a takedown in the same day. So what I did was, I'll show you, is pulled on that hair and used a little foam and went for it. Oh, no, I need mascara. I know y'all like, get to the good part. Hold on. Once I get my mascara, I should be good. I'll save the lips for last. So I will put a little foam on my hair after I've stretched it and separated with my fingers. And then once I do that, I will allow my hair, my flat twist, to be somewhat taut. I don't want it to be like extremely tight like I'm trying to do a twist out. I just make it tight. Before having my hair cut short, I did flat twist updo sometimes. Now it's too short and my hair is high density, low density most likely. So on short hair, like, do you have a bang? Like, is your hair longer in the front? Because like you could use that, you could use a flat twist as a headband. So say if you wanted a different look and you didn't necessarily want to rewash or anything like that, your hair still looked good, but you just wanted a different look, you could flat twist the front part of your hair. You could do one side, you could separate it into two, or you could just do one band across the top. My hair is so has so much shrinkage. It's my understanding that shrinkage is a sign of healthy hair. I just don't like it. Okay. And that's okay. Everybody is not at the point of liking shrinkage. It is a preference. I like to say it's a preference because like over time you get to know your hair, and a lot of people don't get to know their hair until like they grow it out again, or until they find a style that they actually like really love and don't mind doing over and over again. So it's okay not to like shrinkage. That's fine. At a time when before I used to be like, oh my god, the shrinkage is killing me, but I'm not there anymore. My hair is fine and menopause has thinned it in the front at the top. Okay, I understand. I understand. Alright, so I got a little mascara. I ain't doing too much. I'm not doing like the 4 passes. We're going to work with what we got right now so we can get into this style. I'm trying to learn to take my time and not rush so much, because when I go to edit and I try to do reels, I'm like, why was I going so fast? But for a moment in time, after talking right now, I'm noticing that I'm trying to keep up with you guys. So keeping up with you guys consists of me looking at the comments and trying to interact with you guys and make sure that you're still entertained. This lighting is not the best right now, but that's what it is. So this is, I'm sorry, I used Juvia's Place for the eyeshadow, and the mascara was the Ulta brand. See? Your hair always really looks nice. What's your basic daily routine? Take the scarf off and go. Literally, take the scarf off and go. NYX plump finish. I lied, I'm not done. Something gotta be done with these eyebrows. So sorry. I take the scarf off and I go. If the set is done properly, all I have to do is shake my hair. Now my hair does shake, so just so you guys know, or it has movement. So a lot of people have to pull, separate, and sometimes I do, depending on the products that I use. Pull, separate, blow dry, but I also use the steam from the shower. Like when I get out, I immediately take my scarf off and just let my hair just relax, and it'll start to form how it would normally form. When I wake up in the morning, my hair is not looking the best. I think I got a reel on that, on how my hair looked when I took the sleeve off. And it was just like flat mush, and it looks like cone head almost. And I just had to pull it out and shake it. But I always say, well, I try to let people know to be patient. Allow the weather and the elements to work in your favor. Your hair is like, it's like you, right? When you get up in the morning, you're not just popping up and you're ready. It takes you to, you know, a little time to unravel, and that's how the hair is. Thank you for all your ideas, great inspo, videos, and you're just so cute. Love your eyes. Thank you. Okay, so I went to bed last night knowing that I was going to redo this, so I was like halfway taking it down, but didn't necessarily take it down. So This is the back. It's kind of like starting to unravel because I was going to take it down, which I should have just did it. So what I'm going to do is just separate this, okay? And this is how it starts off. Let me get this end. Okay. Okay. All right. So I had some little ends that I see that needed to come out. So I'm just using my fingers right now. And when I take my hair down, no, I do not comb it every time. I don't do that. What I try to do is, and you can still see like the twist from the twist out. It's still in there. But what I did was, when I noticed that my hair was getting old, I just pulled on those twists and kind of put my finger through it, and it kind of, you know, separates them more, just like if I was doing a fluffy twist out. So same thing over here. And I'll take my thumb sometimes and I'll show you. So I'll take my thumb and use that to separate. Just like that. So same thing up here. What is that? Hey, Gamel. Same thing up here. Just putting that thumb through. See how my thumb is going through? And my thumb is going through. Okay? Same thing for the back part. I'm going to turn around. I'm just taking my fingers. And just lightly caressing the hair. The hair's going to lay down, that's what it's going to do. But I'm making sure that I'm pulling all the hair in the same direction, lightly. Okay? I love how every time I do something on live, I look crazy in the beginning, but if you stick with me, I'm going to show you a tip, okay? All right. So just pull it through with my fingers. I'm not trying to get rid of those crinkles. What I'm trying to do is separate the hair so I'll have fullness. So when I go outside, even though it'll look nice when I get done here, when I go outside and the humidity hits it and, you know, I get hot, I start sweating, everything starts to swell up, okay, including my hair. So my fingers going through and making sure the hair is going a certain way really helps. I'm not at home, so I don't have all of my products, so my fingers are my friends, okay? Whatever you could do with a tool, you could do with your fingers for the most part. So here we go. I'm gonna take this part. Thanks for the heart. We're getting like one heart alive. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna take this part, and it's kind of already separated just because I've already had my hair tied down. So did you see what I just did? I'm gonna do it again. So I take this part and I take this part. So I have two equal parts, right? And I take that part and I put it behind that part, okay? When I put that behind that part, I'm moving my fingers from grabbing it like this to grabbing this piece right here. Now I have a free hand, okay? Does this make sense? Now that I have a free hand, okay, and ever so lightly, don't worry about it being like not as puffy as I said it was gonna be. Give it a second. So with this free hand, you see these two fingers are awaiting another piece, right? So with these two hands, I'm going to take the piece that was in between those fingers, okay? Pulling it forward. So this hand, just like before, wrap around over this hand. Thank you for the 6 hearts, D. I really appreciate you. You the real MVP. Okay? So just like before, 2 pieces. The piece from the other side comes and joins that piece. These are they grab. So this is still grabbing the initial piece. This will never leave the back. This will always stay in the back. Okay? And I'll take this piece. Remember, when you go from grab to release the 3, take that, put it in there. And now the next piece that you're going to use is the piece between these 2 fingers. Okay? I'm not doing anything differently. I'm explaining it to you slowly so you can catch it. I'm going to move faster. Keep up with me. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. Am I going to save this live? You know, I did a reel on that. Okay, so 2 fingers, right? The purpose of these 2 fingers is to keep the piece from the extended piece from the back. So I'm taking this piece and putting it with the old pieces, okay? Remember, this hand right here is going to stay in the back. I'm going to take it and I'm going to grab it because that's what we do. And I release the 3 fingers and I come over. As you can see, they're starting to get these lines, right? That's what we want. So original pieces stay in the back. These are pieces that are already tied. This free hand comes over. And sometimes you can separate your hair before you do this. I do this on old hair. I've done this on freshly washed hair. So once again, I'm gonna take that old piece, put it with the new pieces. This hand stays in the back. And now we're rolling. Okay? I get my next piece because now I gotta speed up. I get my next piece. I make sure these come forward. This hand stays in the back. This piece comes over. You guys seeing it now? Is what I'm saying making sense? I am not going to save this live. I probably will turn it into a reel. Let me know in the comments, because I haven't saved one in a while, if you would like me to save this live. Let me know. This hand stand in the back. Like this. For some reason, I always feel like I have to pat. Does anybody else do that when you do your hair? You pat. You pat. I don't know what difference does that make. I don't know what difference that makes when you pat, but let me go back because this hand has moved. All right, I'll go back to my side because that's where I was. All right. I forgot to show that I switch hands. Hey, Hazel. Oh, I so love you. I gotta call you back. I'm gonna call you back when I'm on my way home, okay? Okay, so flip, twist. And I have to show you how so see how if this comes up like this, because I am switching angles, I'm no longer on the top of my head, I am going down the side. So I have to make sure that I keep my hand in a certain place, still doing the pinch. And the hair is being flipped up by this finger, perfectly fine. I'm just gonna move my hand, because it's still the old piece. And I'm just gonna grab the new piece like that, okay? All right. So I have to take my finger and make spaces now because I don't have any spaces left. I have to turn this way. Did you guys catch that? So now the back hand now becomes the front hand because I've turned around now, okay? So still doing grab and pinch, it's just that I've switched hands now because I'm in the back, okay? So I'll have to go over and use that hand to separate as well. Go over. Because now I'm getting towards the end. I still have one more side to do. So if you're just now joining us, don't worry about it. I still have one more side to do. So I'll take this part and I'll just twist it down to the end. Hopefully I was in the camera when I did that. Was I in the camera when I did that? All right. Whew. All right. So, here we go. So, I think I saw like 6 people say yes out of like, well, it was 26 when I turned around. All right, so same thing on this side. And so you guys could see the back. Okay, great. It's weird going slow because I'm used to doing this a certain way. So that is your jumbo flat twist. It ain't jumbo yet. It's like medium, but I'll show you how to make it jumbo in a second. So to separate. And separating, just separating gently, okay? And so kind of pulling at it is kind of like elongating it as well. Hold on. All right, let's try it again. So I parted my hair on an angle going up, right? And then I parted it going down. Don't worry. I mean, it could be semi-perfect. It don't have to be perfect. But where I'm grabbing, I'm going to grab the hair from here, from the corner, okay? I'm gonna grab it from the corner. And I'm grabbing it from the corner just to give me like this halo crown look. That's what I want. And then make sure I separate this. All right. Now, the reason why these sections are so big is because what I'm going to do at the end. So, if you're catching what I'm doing now and you don't stay until the end, it's perfectly fine. But you won't see how it becomes jumbo. Like this could be jumbo for somebody. But, and like my first day, my hair is small, like this. And I do it that way just because it stretches the hair without putting a lot of tension on the hair. Does that make sense? So I'm still doing the same thing on this side. So doing the hair like this and like wearing it throughout the day and tying it down overnight, it will stretch your hair. It will. You don't have to, put no bands or nothing on it. It's going to stretch naturally because the hair is being pulled in a certain direction. And it's not tight. My hair is not tight. If this doesn't feel right, I will do it over. If it doesn't feel right, I will do it over. So like say like from right here. For some reason, I can feel when the back doesn't feel like I want it to look. And that's another component about going slow. It's just like I'm not grabbing how I would naturally grab. So let me turn this way. Try to do it from this angle. Because doing it is not an issue. Showing how to do it in a way that people can receive it kind of, it's a little struggle. A little struggle, guys. That feels okay. Okay. So I grab the rest of the hair. And now we're just gonna do like, end it with a 2-strand. And making sure like the 2-strand at the bottom should be loose, okay? My front was a fro this morning and just twisted up my bang side. But I do mine tight, which is why they weren't jumbo. Yes. So it doesn't have to be tight. Like if you having issues with the first day of grabbing it, density is your density is, you know, giving you pushback, then of course I understand that. So what I'm gonna do now is the secret, is the topper. Okay? This is what gets us jumbo twists. I'm gonna show you the back just so you can see. Like, they're loose. They're loose for a reason. Okay? And because they're loose, I'm gonna hold this part. And I'm just gonna pull up. And I'm hooking right here. I'm hooking right underneath. I'm just hooking right underneath. And I'm just pulling it up right there. Very light. Not a lot of stress on the hair. This is something simple and easy that you can do. I would say practice it a couple of times. And don't worry about the hair. Like if it's frizzy or whatever, I just put a scarf on it. And then the humidity's gonna do the rest. So I'm gonna go back to the back. And I'm just gonna pin this up. Just so it won't keep unraveling. Just because I want my hair to stay a certain length when I bring it together. So same thing. I'm hooking right where that hump is, okay? Hooking right where the hump is. Right where the hump is, okay? If some hair comes out, I just twirl it back in, tuck it back in, okay? And then I bring this down because we want it to be like a natural crown, okay? All right, so I'll turn around and show you what I do with the ends. So I'm taking the ends, I'll take the 2 pieces from this braid and the 1 piece from that braid, and I'm just doing a little 3-strand braid. Not all the way to the end because I don't want it to get, I don't want it to knot up. And then you just tuck it. You tuck it, squeeze the part together, and that's it. That's it. Did I explain it properly? Did you catch it? Was this a good live? Did you catch some gems? Because if not, like, ain't no purpose in me saving this. Let me know. I used foam on my hair before. If you wanted to, like my edges or whatever, I would do just a little foam here. And it's okay if they're like rolling up, they're just gonna lay wavy instead of like straight, okay? Because I want my edges to match my hair. This is not a straight pull back style where you want your edges to be super straight just because the crown is fluffy. So just put whatever product that you use on your hair, okay? put it on those edges, and then say I got 5 minutes, right, before I walk out the door. You guys know what I'm going to do with that 5 minutes, right? Let me know in the comments what you think I'm going to do with these 5 minutes that I got left. So this part, if this part starts to unravel or come out, I will tuck it back in. I will take the bobby pin and I will tuck it in the hair, so it won't unravel anymore. Tuck that behind my ear because that's a little bigger than the other side. You can always pull out more. The only thing is, if your hair is a certain length, only go towards like the ends, right? So this is medium, like a middle to end. If I would have did it, like pulled it all the way to the end of the hair, my hair would be up here. So it just really depends on the look that you want. You are absolutely right, D. Absolutely right. We're gonna use a scarf. The scarf is our friend. So the scarf tells the hair we're gonna lay. And I know, like, we're going outside and you're like, ew, what about the humidity? No, it's fine. It's just laying the hair in place, and it's making sure that once I go out, even when it swells, it's gonna swell in place, honey. It's gonna swell in place. So I take this and I just lightly wrap it around. I don't want to smush it. So I'm gonna tie it just lightly. The edges don't need to be covered. Why? Because we went for natural edges. It's got foam on it. It's laying down already. This is just for the back. I mean the band. Okay. So I'll leave this on until I'm ready to go. I've already done my makeup. The only thing that I bought with me was the foam and this little comb, which was to make my part. Now, because this is an unraveled twist out, I did use my fingers, just like I was showing you guys before, to separate it, to make a decent part first before I use that comb. Okay? And I made sure my fingers were wet. Okay? That is a gem. Okay? Don't come for me and you done stay for the whole live and you're just like, well, Jazzy told me to do this. And I may post this live. It may not be today, may not be tomorrow, but I will post it. I will make sure that I gotta drop a reel first and announce that I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna put some liner on my lips. This is a lip bar, Straight Living. Line my lips out. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, my Moana. Maui. I'm still tripping off that movie. Okay. And I am going to use my Ginger Snap by NYX Cosmetics for my lips. It works out so much better when my makeup is already like done. I'm glad you guys appreciate the live. And those who joined, you got the gems. Okay. Now I gotta finish packing up the rest of my stuff. Oh. So like I said, if you were going to bed the night before and you did your hair like this, you don't have to redo it in the morning, okay? You just tie it down lightly. At most, if you didn't braid the bottom, then it will probably unravel, and then you'll have to do the back or the sides. Ginger Snap, I just found it, girl. I didn't have it before. It's growing on me. I really like it. It's like our nude. I really like it. Okay. So, it ain't been 5 minutes, but I'm about to take this scarf off because I really don't need it. So, whenever you're done, you take your scarf off, and you'll notice that it'll give you like this smooth look, and then of course you can always fix it. Put your finger in between the slots just to give you those unique openings, because that's the thing about the flat twist. Leaning forward, we like those openings. It gives us the crown effect. Okay, so that's it. I'll try to take a picture, put it in my stories, but that's it, and that's all. Thanks for joining me. This is the look. This is the look. This side is a little more loose than that side, but I went slow to demonstrate, and this is the look. Thank you for joining me. Have a great Friday. Catch me in my stories. Bye. Oh, I gotta put some earrings on too.